Good morning, welcome to today's video. It is June 14th, 2024, and I'm Sonia. This is my channel, Sonia Starcrossed, and this is Jack. Jack, I don't know if I've ever said, Jack is a mix of a Bichon and a party poodle, so that's why he looks like this. He was definitely supposed to be smaller, but he's a little bit chunky, but we don't shame here. And Sally is here. I don't know if she'll come to me right now, but anyway. So today I'm going to talk about my cross stitch. I actually don't have a lot of work because, I don't know, you probably can't tell, but I redid my entire bookshelves. Alright, so I just went on a 10-minute discussion about some of my books in my library. I'm not sure if I'm cutting that out and moving it to the end. So anyway, we will get into the cross stitch. I think Sally's asleep now, so maybe she'll maybe she'll come later. Anyway, we will start with, I think, the most amount of stitches and then go to the least amount of stitches. Alright, so the WIP, or work in progress, that I have the most work on, just because it's very late, is I'm still working on Cottage Garden Samplings May's Lily of the Valley. But yes, so here is where I'm at. This is stitched on an 18 count Milk and Honey by Fiber on a Whim, and all of the months will be on the same piece of fabric, so that's why I have the ribbons is holding all the extra fabric. I think I just need to finish the lettering and like the border here, and then like there's a snail here and a little shovel there, and then I think I need to finish like the flowers. So I'm hoping to get this done before the Stitching Sirens retreat from Under the Sea Fabrics. That is in 4 days, I think it is. So I can't decide if I want to try to get June done during the retreat, or if I should just jump straight to July. I mean, they don't really take that long. Like, they're not huge projects. I could potentially get June and July done in July, so I think I'll probably just go for it and just go straight into June and then July, but we'll see. We'll see on the next video. I think the next video is going to be like a wrap up from the retreat and what I worked on over the next week. But so anyway, hopefully I will have May done and then start working on June or July. Alright, and then like I said, the Stitching Sirens retreat is in 4 days. Have I finished my small? For the smalls exchange? No, I have not. I'm going to show it. Alright, so this is the Crafting Bat from the Witchy Stitcher. It's part of the Crafting Mini collection. And I am stitching it on 32 count Opal linen. The color is River Styx by Under the Sea Fabrics. So I need to finish out the wing over here and then go back and fill in the little the thread in these bobbins, and then in the paper chain hearts or whatever. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get this done. Yes, I'm going to get this done. Ugh, the light came back. Light is super weird today. So yeah, I think that what I'm going to do is do it in a flat fold, or maybe an hanging ornament flat fold style. Leslie showed me how she does flat folds, and it made it far less intimidating than like the things that I had seen online before. So I think that's how I'm gonna finish it, but in the next video you will see how I finish it. Hopefully I do it. You know, everybody asks, like, what do you do with your stitching when you're done with it? And really, so I have the Baba Yaga. Here, I have the Baba Yaga up there that I put in a frame for myself. But other than that, Everything for myself that I can think of has just gone in a box. I don't think that I have fully finished anything for myself, including that resilience piece that I was supposed to finish and then put in my office. That is still sitting on my table, as is the koala Santa that I made for my mother-in-law, and then decided I wanted to put some trim around the edges, so I took it back from her on Christmas, and it's still sitting there. So I think that I just need to, like, obviously when I finish this bat, just finish some stuff up. I've bought some rickrack and finishing supplies from both the Tinsmith's Wife and from Under the Sea Fabrics, so I just need to get that done. Because, yeah. Oh, so for all the gifts that I've given away, other than the Santa, which was by Mill Hill, so, you know, just was an ornament, everything else was just put in a hoop and backed with felt. So, all right, so everything else is pretty tragic as far as what has been done on them. Yeah. All right, so here is Foxglove House by Pansy Patch Quilts and Stitchery. It's a foxglove house because those are foxgloves. So here's where I'm at. This is being stitched on 20 count Aida. The color is Anya by Under the Sea Fabrics. And I mostly haven't touched this just because I'm leaving it for the retreat. So most of it is this house. That'll be something easy to fill in at the retreat. I haven't decided if I'm actually going to put Foxglove House, so like the lettering for Foxglove House, or if I'm just going to maybe like put some extra foxgloves in there. But yeah, so that is probably going to be a focus piece for the retreat and getting it done there. All right, the next one. So I think the numbers are a little bit weird here just because I've been prepping so many things for retreat. All right, so the next one is the Fabulous House series Greenhouse by Cottage Garden Samplings, and I am stitching it on 25 count Lugana. The color is navy, and this is going to say that I have 0 stitches in on it because I don't count the half stitches when I'm putting it in my database. So you can see over here that these just have like 1/2 of the half of the X in the cross stitch, and so that's because I have several pieces that you'll see with that. So at the retreat, for the colors that are not variegated, that are just plain DMC, I just do 1/2 of the X when I'm looking at the pattern at home. That way when I get to the retreat, I don't have to be consulting the pattern, and I can just quickly go through and finish off the rest of the X's while I'm chatting or watching people or whatever, and not have to pay a lot of attention. And I think that that was a really good idea. I think I probably would have lost my mind because just doing this, I don't know how many times I've had to take these out and redo it and take them out and redo it, and I don't know why, but this like lacing up here is just making me crazy. And so I actually quit over here. I just, for some reason, I cannot follow the pattern. This one I know is going to be bad because it's one too small. And then there's one over here, I think this one right here, that's one too long. So like this has just a double row, a double column, and then over here I have to cut a column out. So yeah, I really like this pattern. But every time I take it out right now, I'm reminded how angry I am at myself about this. And this looks like a sunny side up egg, and I just like don't understand how this is supposed to be pretty. So maybe what I need to do is just jump over to like some of the colorful pink flowers or something like that, just to like give myself a break from the white and the yellow, because that's pretty much all I have done. So that is definitely going to get worked on at the retreat. All right, my next project is the Arctic Cell, the by Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery, and this is being stitched on 36 count Opal linen. The color is Boreas by Under the Sea Fabrics. I am behind, so the second clue just came out yesterday. I still haven't finished the first one. Yeah, I think I just did a little bit more of the white. I don't know why I'm behind on this, but I saw some people who backstitched around the foxes, and I think that I'm definitely going to do that because it made them look really good. But so yeah, I'm just behind on this one. No good reason why. As far as the project bag, I did get together with my friends. We brought sewing machines, and we cut out all the fabric for my project bag. They were helping me, and then that's where it's sat for the last 3 weeks. So you know, not sure if in the next 3 days I'm gonna get that bag made. Chances are slim, but whatever. All right, my next project is the Camper Sampler by Silver Creek Samplers. And this is the one that I take with me when we go camping. So we did go camping a couple weeks ago. It was a huge, I mean, it wasn't a mistake. It was not a lot of fun. This is being stitched on 28 count linen. The color is Hamlet by Under the Sea Fabrics. It's actually the called for fabric. And I think I worked on the fire. Not very many stitches because ironically it was over 100 degrees on our camping trip, and it was just this side of miserable. We scheduled it before or during the last camping trip, so when it was still kind of cool, and we thought we would be able to sneak in one last camping trip the last weekend of May before things got hot in June. And it was miserably hot the week before our camping trip, the week of our camping trip. So it was really hot. We did end up coming home a day or two early from that. We did make a fire just for the aesthetic purposes, but nobody wanted to be near it because it was so hot. So yeah, just between like trying to move locations because the sun, like trying to sit in the shade, and then like going inside because it was too hot, or moving to the pavilion, just trying not to get heat stroke. I just didn't get much stitching done. So yeah, we probably won't go camping again until, I mean, usually we would go in November, but if the heat lasts, well, it might not be December or January. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, so the next project is Abraxas. So this is Abraxas from Throne of Glass. The pattern is actually called Star Dragon by OwlForest. I'm using some glisten gloss along with my thread to make it kind of sparkly. And the reason that this one came out is because on the night that we were sewing, I made a project bag from this just tote. Manon Blackbeak. So this is this, if you've read Throne of Glass, you know why this goes with the bag. But anyway, I had thought that I was a super smart person, and instead of trying to sew, I would just acquire tote bags and then just put zippers along the top, and then I would have project bags. So like, I'm looking at a pile of project bags that I got either cheap or from the thrift store, and I just thought I was a genius, and so got this zipper. And then my friends informed me that this was actually the worst possible idea that I could have had. And so Amy Jane indulged me and helped me sew this zipper on. But it was apparently just a terrible idea. It took 3 of us. I just used a zigzag stitch. And then it took 3 of us to get it turned back inside out. And then like, I think 2 other people had to come and consult on how to finish it. And it was, I was told it would be a better idea to just cut the, whatever it was from the tote bag out out and put it on something else so that the zipper could be more easily affixed to a bag. So now I have all these tote bags. So I don't know whether I might ignore them, because clearly, like, we were able to, and I don't care that, like, it doesn't look great on the end. It doesn't matter to me. I'm just, you know, using this at home. So I don't know. But yeah, anyway. So because I took this, I did put in a couple stitches on Abraxas just because I had this out. But I don't know. Probably keep it around more for like a fall thing. Dragons, fall. That seems, I don't know. Meh. Alright, and then the last thing that I worked on is Frogwarts Year 1 band sampler from the Black Needle Society. And I just took that because one time I was hanging out with Kirsten, and I didn't know if she was going to bring this to work on. So I brought it. I put in whatever it says, like probably 10 stitches in the hat, and that was it. So yeah, so like I said, not a lot of stitching, but I do have a couple things that I purchased that I'm going to show, and then talk about what I'm planning to work on at the retreat. Alright, so I treated myself to a new project bag. This is from Whip It Up. I just thought it was really pretty. The outside fabric, the inside fabric is kind of meh, but that's fine. I thought that was really pretty. So I got this from Screen Door Needleworks. God bless Texas. I just really enjoyed working on the Deep in the Heart, also by Screen Door Needleworks, and so I thought maybe after that I could work on this one. And then I got my Cottage Garden Samplings, Fabulous House number 6. The tree house came in, so got that. And then because they know me at Under the Sea and they just know too much about me. So as soon as I walked in the door last time, they were like, oh, look what we just got. And I was like, ugh, I have to have it. It's so cute. I mean, I was going to have to get it anyway because I have all the terrariums, but oh my gosh, it's so cute. And then I also got the Heart and Hand frill, patriotic frill. I love that cake. So cute. I wasn't sure about this one, the Heart and Hand Christmas frill. I mean, I feel like it's kind of meh, but that's okay. And then I ended up getting these little pom-poms. They are mini pom-poms. The color is Psycho Sister. So I got those for finishing. And then the thread pack for the Blue Flowers Hedgehog and Hyacinth. So this I have pre-ordered from Market, the Nashville Needleworks Market. So I have pre-ordered it on the website, and then when Leslie and Amy Jane were there, I picked it up afterwards. So the thread pack came in for stitching that. So I got that thread pack. And then my Fabric of the Month order came, and so this is Pomona from Under the Sea Fabrics, and it's a 25 count Opal Lugana. So this was, I don't remember what month it was, but if it's June, maybe it was April. All right, and then I got all my fabric for the Bella Filipina goddesses that I'm doing. So there's 3 of them. And this is Red Skies at Night. I got it in a 28 count opal linen. And so there's this one. Beautiful. And this one. and then I think this is the lighter one. So those two came from the same piece of fabric, and then she had this piece that was just like slightly lighter than those two. And so originally she was going to dye me a piece, I guess like 2 pieces from the same dye lot, so because these were, I had them cut in half for me. So she was going to do 3 pieces from the same dye lot so that they would all 3 match. But then we were talking, and I decided that having a light one in between the 2 dark ones, because it's 3 goddesses, would just be a little bit more interesting than having 3 of the exact same, because I'm not gonna stitch them on the exact same piece. I'm gonna have them framed separately. So it's Blue Skies at Night, but just 2 different dye lots. And so that is being, so I purchased those, so that's the end of my haul. But as far as things that are being kitted up for the retreat, so I finally have, I need to double check, but I think I have everything I need to get started on my first fancy lady. So this is Bella Filipina's Hanan, Deity of the Morning. And so I have all the beads now. I have all of the called for flosses. I think I need to check. I just bought all the fabric, so now I need to get that on a Q-snap and get everything set up and ready for the retreat. So that is going to be a retreat start. And another project that I've been working on a little bit, not a lot, that didn't get counted is, actually it should have been counted because there are some full stitches, so I'll have to look into that. But this is Pokemon for my son, so need to finish the half stitches, and then everything that is within those like shapes are that color, so then I could just sit there without looking at the pattern and do some fill-in. So that is prepped for the retreat. And then I have my Strange and Unusual by Witchy Stitcher, so I'll just be finishing the square border. And that's something I won't need to necessarily be consulting my pattern for. And then of course the skull here on this one, there's some half stitching throughout there, and I just need to finish those X's at the retreat. And then I have a couple projects I want to kit up. I was at my mom's house yesterday and she was watching my video, and I had forgotten that summer tiered tray with the mermaid on it, so I do want to pull out that pattern and at least get a portion of it kitted up to work on, especially the mermaid at the retreat. And then I think I had something else I was thinking about kitting up, but anyway, I'm sure you'll see in the next video. But for today, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in about a week to see what I accomplished at the retreat. You probably can't tell, but I redid my entire bookshelves, took everything off, sorted everything into, I mean, it was mostly already sorted into type of book, but I took everything down, resorted it, and then I bought one of those scanners. I scanned all of my books, and I'm making a book database because I was trying to keep all the things that like I hadn't read separate from the things that I had read. And then of course the to be read pile was getting huge, and I wasn't able to find where stuff was. So now everything will be kind of on the shelf together, and then in my database it'll say whether I've read it or not. I did keep probably about like 20 or 30 books separate from the to be read pile, just because I'm not sure if I like those, but if I'm going to like those books or not. And so I didn't want to make room for them on my bookshelf in case I gave them away. I think my database has, so just the books that are in this room, I think it was like 415 books. And then that doesn't count the books that are in my bedroom or my kids' rooms or the living room. So Lots of books in this house. I did give away a lot, and I still have a pile of books to give away. And then I do have some doubles, but yeah. And then I buy most of my books used, and so there were tons of stickers. I mean, and I also bought a lot of books from the library when they were getting rid of books. So they all had plastic around the dust covers, and then like the plastic labels, half-price bookstore labels. Yeah, so that was a huge job. That took several days. So you'll see that my cross-stitch numbers are not really big, but yeah, that's something I enjoy doing. I think I still have 2 more shelves that need to be organized, but otherwise it's doing pretty good. And of course, you know, as soon as I would be done working in here with my physical books, I went and read some fanfic on my Kindle. So not actually working on the TBR. But anyway, oh, and then yesterday I discovered a new used bookstore that my daughter wouldn't let me spend more than an hour at. She did get her cast off yesterday. And so I have plans to go back. I don't know where I'm going to put those books, but yeah, I'm already excited. I actually have 3 of them right here. So I found this copy of Master and Margarita. I thought the cover was pretty cool. So I got that. And then I just have to figure out how to display it, because I think let's see, maybe have to go up there in the corner. I already have a copy of Master and Margarita on display. So I don't know if I want to have 2 copies of Master and Margarita on display. And then my friend is borrowing my 3rd copy. Then I found this Man in the High Castle old hardcover, which I was glad to get because the copy that I have is from the TV show. So it has like the TV characters from the show on it. And I would prefer that my books not have that. So I was excited to pick that up. And then just one other book. And then I have several copies of Dune, which I'm now going to have to get another copy because my daughter borrowed, which is fine, because so I have like a super old and crumbling copy that I, you know, read the first time, and then I'm not gonna probably read it again. And then I have like the special editions that came out recently at Barnes & Noble, and then I had bought a paperback for reading, like if I wanted to reread it, but it was it had the movie characters on it, and my daughter asked to read it, so I let her borrow that copy. Well, of course, she dropped it in a lake or something. I don't know what she did with it, but it's destroyed. If I can get a picture, I'll put it in here. So definitely on the hunt for another copy of Dune, preferably without the movie, preferably not, one second, I'll show you. So these are the 3 copies of Dune that I have right now. So I have this one. So this is the one that I read like growing up. Actually, this one's not crumbling. It's the next one in the series that the cover is crumbling. It's probably just as old. So this was my original copy. And then, you know, with the movie coming out, they made like the special editions. I'm not sure how I ended up with 2 special editions. One is a Barnes & Noble exclusive, and one is this one. I think that what happened is either I bought one for myself and one for my husband. No, I think I bought one for myself and I bought one for my dad. And then he asked for the set. So I gave him the set for his birthday or Father's Day last year or whatever, and didn't return one of these. And then I gave it to my husband because he said he wanted to read it, but he hasn't. So in part of my like pulling together everything, I just pulled these back over to the shelf, but I don't know. Now I'm like torn on which one I want to keep on my shelf, because like I like this one better. I like the colors better, but this one is a Barnes & Noble exclusive. So I think I need to figure out what is exclusive about this. I mean, I guess I could put, if it has exclusive content, just put this cover on it. But anyway, so these are, I have 2 Dunes for now. Plus the one that I lent to Krista. Plus whatever one I'm going to buy for reading. Because those, I mean, I'm not going to like carry those around in bed to read or anything like that if I reread it. So anyway, somehow this turned into a book talk. So I might just cut this and move it to the end. Yeah, that's what I'll do. Or maybe I'll make a separate... I think what I'll do is I'll just make like a separate little bookish thing. All right.